Shock Monkey Radio is created by adults for entertainment purposes. The views and opinions expressed here do not reflect the sponsors or FXPG Public Radio. For additional information, refer to the U.S. Bill of Rights. Stand warned. Let's talk about another asshole in New York. This is another Karen. A woman was placed on leave from work after a viral Central Park video. I don't know if you've seen this, but this... Yeah, she's been fired? Okay. See, a little behind on all these stories, a little bit. The investment company that employs a white woman who went viral after calling the cops on a black man at Central Park on Monday has fired her, apparently. Quote, "We take these matters very seriously and we do not condone racism of any kind," read a statement from Franklin Templeton. So this person, Melody Cooper, she was apparently had her dog off the leash. Yeah, I'll just read the article instead of trying to explain it. Quote, "We are in the process of investigating, blah, blah, blah." Anyway, the woman in the video was identified in reports as Amy Cooper. A screenshot of her LinkedIn account was shared on Twitter and identified her as the head of insurance investment solutions at Franklin Templeton. Cooper later apologized for the incident in a phone interview with NBC New York. "I sincerely and humbly apologize." Anyway, yeah, the article doesn't even tell what happened in the video. Anyway, so this is what happened in the video. She was out in Central Park and she had her dog off the leash. Now, this black guy, apparently he's black. You can't tell from the video. He's out looking at birds. I guess some people do that. And so he's out looking at birds and he notices that her dog is not on a leash. Now, if you watch this video, I'm more concerned about the dog than the guy at this point, because in that video, she is really manhandling that dog. And they had this confrontation where he said, you know, your dog needs to be leashed in the park. And yeah, that is the law. Your dog should be on a leash in the park. But, you know, this Karen starts freaking out. But the whole time she's got this dog by the collar, right? And the dog's just trying to, you know, get in where she's like really like pulling on it. And it's awful. It's awful. And so the whole time, and what'd she say? She said, "I'm going to call the cops and tell them an African-American man is threatening me in the park." And it's like, wow. They're like, casual racism is casual. You know, what the hell? And so she actually, in the video, she actually calls the police and said, "There's a black man threatening me and my dog." You know, while the whole time she's manhandling her poor dog. You know, and I bet this woman, I think Ben Shapiro said it best. I think she probably thinks of herself as a good Upper West Side liberal. And you know what? You're right. But, you know, the real thing is that, you know, you're a horrible person. You know?
Taken away too, by the way.
The dog was taken away? Excellent. That's even better news. The dog was taken away from this horrible person. Oh, that makes me feel better. I mean, a dude being yelled at by a Karen, I'm a dude. I've been yelled at by a Karen before. It's not as bad as choking your dog or like wrestling him on the ground like she was in that video. That was what irritated me. Also, the racism was awful, obviously, but I think the dog was more of a priority in that video. That being said, you know, it's interesting because it's she probably thinks of herself as a non-racist person, but the issue is that you may not be racist. Okay, you may not be racist, but you're a bitch. And so when you start being a bitch, then it's no holds barred. You know, you'll use racism to your advantage. You know, you'll use sexism to your advantage to try to win the argument. Oh, you're just a man. You know, oh, it's a black man. That means violence. That means those cops are going to come here because cops are such evil killer. They're going to kill you because of your black skin. It's like, holy cow, you keep bringing this stuff up. And it's like, you have any idea how stupid you sound? You want to, you know, let me back up for just 1 second, because I don't think she should have been fired. All right. I don't think that people should be fired like that. I think you should be publicly humiliated, like on a random podcast everywhere on the internet. Absolutely. But I don't think you should lose your job. You know, a reprimand. Sure. I don't think you should be fired though. Yeah, it was racist. I don't think you should be fired. Anyway, the point is that, you know, it's not so much that it's racism or the reason why it got to that point, the reason why it got to racism is because she was upset that a guy pointed out that she needs to have her dog on a leash. And she just can't let that go. She's just one of those Karens that can't let that go, that somebody else had to correct her. It's like, I'm a powerful white woman in New York City on my own. Nobody's going to tell me what to do. So you go about telling people what to do. Petulant children. Petulant children. Holy cow.